Hi everyone, thanks for joining me. This is Connie. I know it's been a long time. I'm going to be putting a scrapbook layout together. This is a little different project for me, type of project today. This is a digital kit that I am doing a print and cut for the pieces. Got the kit off of Etsy. It's called Sunshine Playground Summer Digital Scrapbook Kit. I'll try to remember to link the kit information in the description box below. I was having a struggle finding some stuff for my great niece, the summer pictures I took. So this is what I came up with just one of them. I just came up with the new idea. I just have to find some, what do I want to say, scrapbook piece. Oh, my mind lately. I'm sorry. I have to find some paper pieces that I want to work on. And goodness, I tried cleaning my fingers. I was working with some inks last night and I still can't get them clean. Anyway, I'm going to go ahead and get started. I'm not sure why a little bit of this is going to be, this paper doesn't quite want to come as clear as it actually is. It's very crisp and it's wonderful. And I just did a piece on an 8.5 by 11 piece of paper and cut it down because I don't need all of that paper. So I think I'm going to use liquid adhesive. I will have to cut it down at the bottom because it is just a hair longer, but that works for me. I hope everyone is doing well. I've been watching the weather, and if you're in the path of the hurricanes, oh my goodness, I hope everyone is safe, or it just looks terrible. It's still quite warm here, so I'm trying to get videos up when I can. I will be doing an ombre video of the title on how I do an ombre effect on that. That'll be coming up. And then the spatula holders or the covers. I will be doing those. My great niece, just went back to school last week, and it's been very difficult for me to get back into the groove of creating things. I've had a couple of appointments along the way also, and things I've had to take care of. But hopefully I will get back with it here. I really miss it. I had been doing some hot foiling and coloring. I'm learning, or, I've taken a couple classes with colored pencil coloring and not Copic, but colored pencil. And I did get a set of alcohol markers, not Copic, but I do like the set I have, or I purchased, and I've been working on that a lot. So, okay, I want to make sure I get both of these the right direction. And match it up at the corner up here. See how straight or crooked I cut, one of the two. I did get a bunch of new files from Treasure Box Designs, and I've got some others from Little Scraps of Heavens and Cuddly Cute Designs and whatnot, and Marjorie Ann Designs. So I've got a lot to work with. Doodlebug Designs. I just have to get busy and work with things. And this is a 12 by 12 layout, in case I haven't mentioned that. Sorry, I know I'd been doing a lot of 8.5 by 11s, and this one is 12 by 12. So, okay, this piece is going to go down next, and I'm going to put that right up to here. I'm not giving the sizes. It kind of goes by, what you want. I'm putting in a 4 by 6 vertical picture. So that's what I'm kind of having to work with sizing too. I believe this is about 4.5 just because of the borders I'm putting on. So to make sure that's even at the top. And this piece was actually like an olive green, kind of that green that's in here, this darker green. And I wanted it to be, well, I wanted it to be a little bit more of a um, brownish yellow, but I don't know. This is what I ended up with on my computer with changing it, and I'm okay with it because in real life, and you see it on the computer too, it really does bring out the yellow in here. So I'm okay with that. These border strips are cut from a border from Little Scraps of Heaven Designs. I think it's called just scallop border, not 100%. I love this border because the scallops are tiny, and that is what I like. So I think it would be best to, without having everything fall everywhere. What a mess. I'm not kidding. I just, if you saw my apartment, you would really wonder. I don't know what I've been doing. It's just not good. I'm going to put this, let's see if I can do this. Use my ruler and my mat. I'm going to put my mat at a 1/2 inch, or my ruler at a 1/2 inch, and then I'm going to have this with the scallop going this way and put it right along the top there. And I have to be kind of careful that I get it so it's covered by both of my side pieces. Heaven forbid I would measure anything to fit properly. Okay, then get my other ruler, and my photos, and I read this somewhere, digital photos are not exactly 6 inches long. 4 inches wide, but they're only about 5 7/8 inch long. And I'm going with about 1/4 of an inch border on both sides. So I'm going at 6 1/8. So this ruler is not, it doesn't go 12 to the end, so I gotta watch what I'm doing here. So 6 1/8. Just putting a mark there, okay? And that's where I want the bottom of this to be. So down here. So again, there's a method to my madness. I'm going to line this up and line this up. Put some glue on here. I don't know why I do these things, but I do. I joined a card swap just for Christmas. I'm doing 10 Christmas cards. They have to be done by the end of, and mailed out by the end of September. I have 5 completely done, and then I want to say 3 partially done, or let's see, 7 completely done, I guess I'll say. And then I have 1 partially done, except 2 more to do. So I've had that. My mom wants a birthday party for my great nephew. It has to be tractors, of course. So Yeah, I've been kind of busy. Now, this red piece, um, this I'm going to cut this bottom piece off first. So this is straight. And because my red pieces I think are going to be mm, maybe a 16th of an inch short, I'm not sure. I have a struggle cutting 12-inch borders on the Cricut. There is red solid paper in this paper kit, this digital scrapbook kit, and I didn't think to print that and then cut my borders from there, and I could cut them a little longer. So I think this is going to be pretty much okay. I just want to make sure that I have room. I can always cut my photo down if I don't have quite enough. I'll do that. So I'm not going to worry about it. I can I can always find a way to figure things out, work things out. I print my photos at home, so if I really screw up, I can always reprint. And this is one of those times I did not ink anything. Kind of unusual for me, but since I didn't do anything, I'll show you what I did with or explain what I did with my pieces that I cut, but because I didn't ink those in any way, I didn't want these inked. I just wanted everything left plain. I love this paper. There's quite a few different packs or different pieces. And then I also there's what do I want to say, a frame kit that goes with this. You can purchase separately. I got that too. That's really cute also. This isn't very straight. Hello. I see it now. And it's just, I know one of these borders was just a tiny bit shorter than the other, and this one is it, and it's okay. It's just a scrapbook layout, right? Okay, so my first piece on all of the pieces except the words. The words I did not, and the letters I did not. But everything else, I have a offset, and it's 0.01. It's very, very tiny. Now, when I put this on, I have to remember that that does not get glue on part of it. And I'm sorry, I talk too much. I'm slow when I do this. I do my scrapbook layouts, but you know, you can always fast forward through it, right? Trying to think. Yeah, I want to put her on first. And I'm just going to basically do um, from the branch across and then down. And then I should be safe. I have quite a few photos to scrapbook of her, and then finally get in and print some other photos and start scrapbooking a lot of those also. So, and I have Christmas projects to work on. I always have Christmas projects to do. Okay, I think I'm going to do my letters next. And I'm going to see what, so I'm just going to put this up here. And I'm going to use a little bit of tape to tape my layout down. I'm going to be putting her name on there. And I don't want my ruler to be moving around. Excuse me a moment. Gotta move some of this up. Okay. So I'm gonna start. I had them all here. Let's see. To get some other glue out. Obviously, you can see I'm not organized. I never. That's just not in my nature. Here are my letters. Okay. Let's start with the last letter first. Just putting some glue on here. Curious, what's everybody been working on? Like I said, this is one of the first, well, I won't say big because this, honestly, let me go for a bit, took no time at all. I don't do things well backwards. I should have spelled it out this way. Um, yeah, like I said, I was working on some foiling and stuff, and well, I didn't think there was that much of a learning curve, but it took me a while to figure out the right way for some reason to get the foil on. And then when you don't like the paper or the foil, the colors, I had to start over. So it's been interesting, but I'll get there. Okay, now this, I'm gonna go like this and move this a moment. K-A-Y-D, yep, I got it. Again, just making sure I spell it right. Oh, well, part of I didn't plan on this. I didn't plan this right. She should have been up further, but it's okay. Um, and I did group these and size these together, but I was going to say I made them just a little too big, and I did lay all out this in design space, but this little girl should have went higher. So a little bit of this is going to be covering, and that's okay. Now, if you have boys and are interested in this, there are several boy images and things also. So don't just, blow it off because it's girls, please. Okay, now I'm going to put the little no, not snapdragon. I can't think. I'm not sure. Excuse me, I'm going to put that in. I will be putting glitter on the wings after I get it all attached. So I'm just going to put clear glitter on the wings just to add a little sparkle. And I'll see, I don't think I have my greens aren't quite, they're not glitter, so I'm just going to leave those alone. Let's see, get my head out of there, I'm sorry. This little, I guess I didn't think that part of that's there. Okay, now let's see, this has got to go on next. And this should have been reversed. I would have rather had it reversed, but I'm going with the way I have it. I'm happy with the way the Cricut cut some of these print and cut pieces out. I don't know if Cricut did something to update. I didn't see the update today, or what the big news was, because it's what, the 29th of August today. But that's okay. Now I have a little bird, and I'm not popping anything up on this layout for a change, but this little bird's just going to sit on the rope up here. Okay, now I have to put the sun in, but, excuse my reach, I have this that has to go in this pinwheel. Dragonfly. It just came to me what that little bug probably is down there. Isn't that terrible? I can't remember things. My phone's always going off because of the many reminders I have. I'll be putting a dot here with some Nuvo drops also, just to give it a little bit of color. Okay, just making sure I got that fine. So I'm only going to do half of the sun. Okay, so just, I may or may not glue this other half down when I put the photos in. I don't know, but no big deal. Okay, and then all I have left are some words, and these also came with the pack. And so I've got simple joys, sunshine, playing, adventure, and outside. And I want these all straight. I don't want to use this glue. Contrary to what everybody says, I still have problems with everything but Beacon warping my paper. So I use other things, the white glue that dries clear, whatever brand it may be. Now, I can't see real well. I'm going to use the camera, I think. Anyway, I use Beacon when I want it not to warp at all. And since these are a little bigger, I just come more comfortable with this. Okay, let's see. Trying to also get them about the same distance away here. Up and down. between. I'm doing the best I can, but not standing up, it's more difficult. Oh, I see. My paper is not straight. It came unglued, so no wonder I'm struggling here. I'm looking at it thinking it's not straight. But you guys are laughing at me. I'm used to that. Let's see, just a little bit higher. Okay. I like my 8.5 by 11 layouts, but sometimes things just work better with 12 by 12. Now this would certainly work with 8.5 by 11. I just prefer to do 12 by 12. And I think the next one, if I can find some pieces, will be, and some paper, no doubt, will be also 12 by 12. So these are all sized at 1/2 inch tall, and then whatever length, that Cricut makes them. So okay, so that is my finished layout. If you have any questions, please do leave a comment. I'll get back to you. Otherwise, thank you for joining me. Have an awesome day and take care, everybody.